It's an interesting mix of things I've put together. Alright, so we've got boots. Colonel Autumn. The boots disabled the belt. Okay, whatever. Looks like they do. Now we're looking at boots, leather rebel. Boots, Liberty Prime. Boots of the Merc Charmer. Boots of the Merc Troublemaker. Boots of Metal Armor. Actually, I'm not supposed to have panties, and the boobs are also acting weird, so I'm going to have to check to see what's going on with my body mods. They sometimes go pear-shaped. Metal Armor boots, black. Contract killer suit. Oh, that's a full suit. Death's hood. Power armor, no shoulders, executioner, eyeglasses. Grappler's Vantage. Some unarmed gloves, interesting. Glove Merc Cruiser. Merc Veteran. Yee. Raider Gauntlet. Slaver Veteran. Slaver Veteran Wrist. Hedgehog Helmet. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Just call me Sanic. Junk Tesla armor. So it changes out the pants for hot pants. That's the only real difference here. Oh, I stream my mod work all the time. Lawbringer Duster variant. You should see my character before I had to recreate her. She was fast. Ludicrously fast. In fact, I think I still have a save, so I could actually load it up and show you how ludicrously fast she is. Liberty Prime helmet. And we'll save. Now the reason I don't mind grabbing all of this junk is that we're not going to be encumbered for very long. Because there is a secret vault right here. It's one of the mods I've converted. I just haven't gotten the permission of the author to upload my conversion to the Nexus. Behold. Mini Vault. Well, thank you for following. It's always good to have followers. Behold the mini vault. Alright, let's see. Liberty Prime visor. Light leather armor. Light leather armor with a bared midriff. And no stockings. Alright. Oh, that's why the boots are like that. These are like full outfit, it looks like, though. Alright, so there's a lot of miscellaneous junk. Let's throw the full outfits into the miscellaneous item vault. Accessories, okay. Now, I found the accessory that I want, so I don't need the other accessories. I haven't found a good back. Thinking maybe the stealth wire. I'm kind of thinking, you know, she finds this vault after leaving, you know, the big vault, and she's basically setting up shop here. And basically patches together an outfit to throw on top of the vault armor. So let's see. shoulder, 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 shoulder that. Alright, so go with that for the back. I think it works well. And let's see. I kind of like that belt. It's just high-tech enough to imagine something could be thrown together, but is there an actual belt with pockets on it, which I think might work better for being, you know, collecting all kinds of stuff. Vault suit belt? Tool belt might make sense conceptually. Tinkering and all that fun stuff. Yeah, we'll go with the tool belt. So the boots and the belt conflict, apparently. Well, Colonel Autumn's boots apparently conflict. Don't really like those boots. Those are kind of cool. So we'll throw the rest into storage. Now let's see, Slaver Gauntlet. Slaver Veteran. Kind of like the makeshift shield that one has going on for it. Now we've got filtration mask. Merc veteran mask. Kinda can see using that in the Wasteland. Alright. The rest of the junk into storage. It'll just be something I take on and off. Wouldn't be a permanent item. Assassin's headband for the neck. With a headband. Way up there in the hair, which is actually not too bad of a look. Merc veteran mask. It's kind of interesting. Pulse and scarf. I think too many things are just going to clash with the stealth wire, so I'm going to remove that. But I do kind of like that. Slave collar. Nope, I like pulse and scarf. And of course, these are all separate from the full outfits. That's actually a pretty cool outfit right there. No. No. That I could probably get behind. The armored Volt suit shoulder. That's kind of interesting. It's a large one. Enclave power armor shoulders. Executioner's drape. That I actually kind of like. Works well with a scarf. There's certainly some interesting combos you can come up with. Kind of simple, does its job. Actually, I think that works better than the Executioner. That's chest armor for Rivet City. Super Mutant Rivet, higher power armor looks, maybe this one? No. Combat armor chest. So I think I'm going to stick with the Regulator Duster. So throw the rest of this junk into storage. We're getting down through the list, aren't we? There we go. We have now replaced the toilets in here with usable ones. And let's see. We are still working on building our little custom appearance. Shoulder, samurai. Shoulder, 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 shoulder. Now remember, conceptually we're going for someone who basically just got out of the vault. They're a bit of a troublemaker, but ultimately a good character. And this is just sort of something they've pieced together from stuff they found on their way to this little mini vault. So if you see something in particular that strikes fitting for the character, shout it out. Get a little bit more light in here. Yeah, the 666 isn't really nice. The antagonizer armor things, maybe. Armored Volt Suit. That's kind of cool. I can kind of go with that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I really don't see anything in here that'd be really interesting. No, I think I like the other one better. Armored Volt Suit Light. And that looks like that's all of the mini options. So we'll throw all these extra shoulders in here. That's actually kind of cool. Might be a bit too much, though. I kind of like that, though. It's basically the Vault 101 armor, just with some embellishments on it and done in black. I definitely like that for a helmet. I think we've got some winners. Now let's see here. And we have Polson's outfit. Kind of like that mix. So I think that's what we'll go. We'll go with the Stealth Defender. It's basically the armor painted a bit black, has some accessories tossed on top of it. Can't wear the tinted reading glasses and the mask at the same time. Alright, fine game. If I need to increase my skills in one of these, I can switch to one of those. That's just my normal look. Okay. If I remove the Super Mutant Master Helmet, we've still got goggles on underneath that we obviously can never put over our eyes, but conceptually, I think it all works together. So that looks like a good combination of things to carry on us. Of course, E to exit that. Do some repairing my gear up. Couple of things to sell. I'm not going to hold on to that. I'll put that into storage. But I'll hang on to the sturdy caravan shotgun. Well, maybe I'll hang on to that. We have a few options of things. Got a few duplicates to sell. We've got our good armor here. I'm definitely going to have to remove the mod that gives me that. And let's see. Switch to dynamic time scale. Exterior non-combat. There. Now the time scale. Now time will move at 8 times normal speed instead of 20 times normal speed when we're outside, which is a bit more realistic. And let's see. Anything else I need to be aware of? I don't think so. So storyline-wise, we found this place, we found there's a few supplies in it, and we kind of built up our armor a bit. And of course, this mod has a bunch of items all over the wasteland you can find to upgrade your little base here. It's kind of neat. And now, since we are here, I will show you what the usable toilets mod does. Do yourself plastic surgery, big book of air. Oh, mercy. Sit on the toilet. Number 1. That is what the mod does, and even NPCs will take advantage of the items, but I have to change them every time I move into a location. Well, I change them once when I move into a new location. And it also works for bathtubs and all kinds of other things. The question, yep, there's the toilet paper right there. Before we head out into the capital Wasteland. Let's see about fixing what the heck went wrong with the model. Do a full save. Quit. Exit game. Delete all those old saves, so we're not going to be using dances anymore. Mini vault. Mini vault. Okay, so. Picoto patch, body extended capability skeleton. It should be top priority to make sure that it works properly. So what is overriding it? Nothing, it looks like. Except for that was the only thing new that was overriding it. If I jump back in, it should work properly. Show what part? The fixed body that we're trying to fix? Oh, you mean can I show what I was doing in the game because I don't have monitor capture toggled on? No problem. I'll have to leave back out of the game. But all I really did was adjust the mod order of a couple of my mods. I don't even know if it's going to work. But I will do that next time I pop out. If this works, I will pop out and show you what I did. I was just checking to see why the body mod was looking as weird as it was. Yeah, it's still being weird. Hold on, I'm gonna check my air, because it doesn't seem to be getting any cooler in here. Did I leave a door or window open, maybe? So, what could be causing the problem? Basically got to figure out what is overriding that. It's probably not the Mikoto patch. And again, maybe it is. Conflicts. Can't be my own mod, can it? Because it's about as low in the load order as you can get. Let's see. Unlock load order. Move this up so it's right before it. Unlock load order. Put that down to just below it. Lock load order. Lock load order. So my mod is right above it. Actually going to leave my wig off because the temperature is not good with my head being covered like that. I already feel cooler without the wig on. Alright. Nope, still being weird. Also, I keep popping out. Anyway, there is one mod that doesn't work because of this mod. You know what? I'm just going to disable this and use a proper body replacer. Because that conflicts with... where is it? The removable Pip-Boy glove. And I don't think bouncing breaths are all that big of a deal when I've got other body mods. I mean, the big reason I installed body by race is because it gives different body shapes to the different races like Caucasian, Asian, and so forth. But honestly, given the other troubles that it causes, it's just not worth the effort trying to keep it running. Just so I can have a little bit of variety in the different bodies, and I don't really notice it anyway. I notice it more when I use the body by race for Skyrim, but for Fallout, I just don't really notice it. So we'll try it with, I'm using a different body. I also have the Type 3 body replacer as well. Oh, back to the vanilla body, which is nice. All of these are still here. I can enable and disable the Pip-Boy glove. Look at that, folks. I can take my Pip-Boy glove off. I think this will be perfectly fine to work with. But I love that. I can actually remove the Pip-Boy glove. I am loving that. I can actually take my Pip-Boy glove off. Or I can put it on if I like. It's the little things in life that surprise you how much you love them. And put the stealth armor on, and let's take a quick look. Actually, I don't need to go over there and look at my stats because, yep, so there's the Pip-Boy glove on. If I were to remove the Pip-Boy glove, it switches it over to the other glove that's for this mod. Actually, I think it works well. Alright, cool. Let's see, let me first save here. So those are my stats currently. Okay, good to know. What does my mod do? It actually allows you to craft, assuming you have the right perk, which I don't have right now. It's a perk that's added by another mod called Dre's More Perks. And one of the perks he has is something called Steel Undersuits, which allows you to, well, it had a very limited crafting list, but it allows you to craft up various regular clothing items into power armor, which in and of itself just meant that it had like 30 DT and weighed like 13 pounds for a business suit. However, if you have powered power armor installed, like I do, then it gained additional benefits because you would be able to slot power armor modifications into it, which is very cool in and of itself. And what my mod did is basically expand the list to include all items of clothing. All of them. Though granted, it's taking me a while to implement all of the armors. But I still have about, well, tab out, toggle that off. I posted a recent update to my mod onto the Nexus. I'll pull up the page for you, and I'll show you how many armors I implemented. Now, they don't have all crafting recipes just yet because, good God, this mod is taking forever to make. But if we look at the change log, you can craft, well, right now you have to console it in, but eventually you will be able to craft powered welding helmet, powered black combat armor, powered combat armor, powered combat armor reinforced Mark II, powered combat armor reinforced, powered Talon combat armor, powered tan, that's the regular combat armor, powered combat armor Mark II reinforced, powered Talon combat armor reinforced Mark II, powered combat armor reinforced Mark I, powered Talon armor reinforced Mark I, powered Talon combat armor Mark I. This one has a crafting recipe, that's what the 2 stars mean. Powered Fiend Battle Helmet, Powered Fiend Warrior Helmet, Powered Fiend Helmet, Powered Motor Runner's Helmet, Powered Gladiator Helmet, Powered Leather Armor Reinforced, Powered White Mask, Powered Metal Helmet Reinforced, Powered Metal Armor Reinforced, Powered Caesar's Armor, Powered Legion Centurion Armor, Powered Explorer Armor, Legion. It also, well, when it says Legion like this, it means it also gives you, it puts you in that faction. Powered Explorer Armor, Praetorian Armor, Prime Armor, Recruit Armor, Veteran Armor, Vexillarius Armor, Armored Leather Duster. This adds you to the Great Khan faction. Powered Simple Armor, Soldier Armor, Suit Armor. I'm not going to read these all, but I guess I should because it's kind of hard to see on the screen, so I'll read them all. Powered NCR Ranger Combat Armor, Mark I, Powered Ranger Patrol Armor. This adds you to the NCR faction. Bandolier Armor, Face Wrap Armor, Mantle Armor, Military Police Armor, Trooper Armor, Papa Khan's Helmet. Powered Guard Armor. This adds you to the Powered Ganger faction. Plain armor, plain outfit, simple outfit, soldier outfit. Powered space suit. Powered salvage power helmet, powered salvage power armor. Powered advanced radiation suit, and the regular radiation suit. Powered psychotic helmet. This adds you to the Raider faction. And there's a crafting recipe. Pain spike armor, Raider faction, and crafting recipe. Arc-like helmet, Raider faction, adds you to the crafting recipe. Sadist armor, Raider faction, crafting recipe. Wastehound helmet, Raider faction, crafting recipe. Badlands armor, Raider faction, crafting recipe. Blastmaster helmet, Raider faction, crafting recipe. Blastmaster armor, Raider faction, crafting recipe. Outcast recon helmet, Outcast recon armor, Outcast recon armor, another variant of it. Recon armor, security helmet for Rivet City. This adds you to the Rivet City faction, so if you manage to piss off the Rivet City faction, you can actually put on their armor, and just like I was doing in Vault 101 earlier, which allows you to walk around even while they should be trying to kill you. 10 penny security outfit, Torture's mask, shell-shocked armor, Talon combat armor. The Talon armor will also put you in the Talon faction, so if the Talon's hunting you down, you put on their armor, and they won't attack you anymore. Explorer's gear. Just lots and lots and lots. I just don't have the energy to read them all off, but as you can see as I slowly scroll down, this is all in the current release, Alpha 1.5. The Mechanist armor puts you in the robot faction, so robots won't attack you. And there's a crafting recipe for that. The Antagonist armor puts you in the Ant faction, so ants won't attack you. And I've got a powered version of the Ranger battle armor. And something I was testing, which I'll eventually do to all armors, is there's a lightweight version of the Ranger battle armor. Because the Ranger battle armor, once you've upgraded it, you get the power armor benefits. It weighs about 25 pounds. If you've got 3 or 4 faction armor so you can disguise yourself, then you're carrying around about 200 pounds of gear for factioning gear to get the power armor benefits and the factioning benefits. So what I did is I did some testing with the Ranger battle armor, and I made a lightweight version, which you lose about 2 points to the DT. So instead of it having like 45 DT, it's got 43 DT, but it's back to the original weight. So it weighs 13 instead of 23. So yeah. And that's all in the released version of Alpha 1.5. And since we are here, and since I think this is kind of the end of our stream, because I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, just on Fallout. So why don't I go over to my TWI conversion mod. And we will launch that with Xedit. And for those of you who are not on mobile and can't zoom, if you go to my Twitch, which there should be links for, because there's a link to my Twitch even on my YouTube, you'll actually see I have a link that says Created Mods. I have a section called Created Mod, and that links to all of my created mods, even the ones that are just conversions of other mods. Anyway, so if I open up Powered Armored Ray Disguises here, go to Armors, sort by editor ID, move that over, shrink that down. So you can see here's all the Power Armor versions here. There, that should help avoid the issue with the overlay. So here's all the power armors that I've done, though I haven't made recipes for all of them because you have to make a recipe for each and every armor, and as you can see, that's a pain. Now here's where I haven't done them. So I haven't done the tourist glasses, neutralized collar, tyrant hat, hustler's helmet, scout goggles, bounty hunter helmet, boogeyman's hood, safeguard helmet, steel-coated helmet, security helmet, something called a scar, fire helmet, tuxedo hat, stylish gambler hat, fancy gambler hat, dapper gambler hat, suave gambler hat, well-heeled gambler hat, eyeglasses, Dr. Lee's glasses, authority glasses, tinted reading glasses, sunglasses, 2 variants. One is 3 dogs. Tortoiseshell glasses, construction hat, first recon beret, Boone's beret, ranger hat, destroyed party hat Stanley, police hat, pre-war baseball hat, pre-war bonnet, pre-war hat, Tomoka Park Little Leaguer cap, Vance's lucky hat, Vicky's bonnet, head wrap, several variants, Crow's Eyebot helmet, hockey mask, McCready's helmet, Centurion helmet, Explorer hood, Prime Deaconess helmet, Prime helmet, Recruit Deaconess helmet, Recruit helmet, Veteran Deaconess helmet, Veteran helmet, Vaxillarius helmet, Great Con Spike helmet, Legate helmet, Ranger helmet, goggle helmet, military police trooper helmet, spacesuit helmet, broken recon helmet, explosive collar, powered boogeyman's hood, raider faction, powered, no, actually these powered ones I've already made, so I'll skip past these small section of ones that I've actually done that are powered. And we move on to the stuff I still haven't created the powered variants of, which you can see is still quite a huge list. But when you consider all the ones that I've already done, yeah, this mod takes time. Because there's that many armors in the game. And I have to create the power armor variant for each and every one of them. Then when I create the power armor variant for each and every one of them, I have to create a recipe so you can craft them. As you can see, my recipe list is far behind my actual creation list because, good God, you can just see how many there are. And first I have to create the power armor version before I create the recipe. And then once I finally finish with all of these and all these recipes, my work's still not done on this mod, because the next thing I'm going to do oh, and yes, I've added faction systems to all of these armors. So as you can see here, the antagonist armor adds you to the Ant faction. Any Enclave power armor will add you to the Enclave faction. So that means if you're being shot at by the Enclave and you put on Enclave power armor, they won't shoot at you. Raider armor will put you in the Raider faction. Rivet City armor will put you in the Rivet City security faction. The Mechanist armor will put you in the Robot faction. Talon armor will put you in the Talon faction. And Vault 101, as we saw before, will put you in the Vault 101 faction. Let's see, what else to show off in my mod here? The question was raised. Yes, creatures. So after I've done making all the armors, which as you can probably guess will probably take a while, I've imported all of the craftable robots that Dre's mod made. Because what I'm going to do is make a variant on these so you can actually upgrade these as well. Because from my own playthrough, once you've reached like level 50, these things start to become paper thin. Like for example, the max level on the highest level robot Scorpion you can craft is 34. So obviously I'll make a way you can upgrade the Robot Scorpion Mark 5, probably make the Mark 7 or something like that. You know, the iBot maxes out at level 25. The turrets max out at level 25. The Protectons max out at 25. Mr. Gutsy maxes out at level 25. SentryBot maxes out at level 25. Securitron maxes out at level 25. So the idea is that you will be able to upgrade these as well. The entire now, of course, the entire mod requires that you have Dre's mod, but I made this for my own personal use, but I put so much work into it I decided to share it. So yeah, there's a ton of work in this mod, and I'm nowhere near done, but whenever I feel like I've done a significant amount of work, I upload it to the Nexus. So probably version 1.6 will be when I finally finished all of these conversions, though you'll only be able to get them through the console, obviously, because there's no recipes for them. And then version 1.7 will be when I've added all the recipes, and that'll be pretty much done with the armor system. And that'll probably take it out of alpha. I'll probably consider going into beta 1 at that point. And the beta period is where I start, making the lightweight armors and the upgradable robots. So yeah, huge mod. Takes a lot of time, very exhausting. But I find it useful. I mean, before my save file went, I was playing a Wasteland pacifist, so I tried to avoid combat at any opportunity, which meant that I would put on, I try to find a dead raider, or if I had to kill a raider because they were shooting at me, then I put on their gear and then basically just pretend to be a raider. Which is why some of the other mods that I have converted but haven't tested yet are things like Vanilla Raider Force Upgraded. Let's see. Join the Raiders, formerly Evergreen Mills Enhanced. And there's also Barter with Raiders. So this actually makes the Raiders somewhat of a viable faction to interact with at the very least. And these were all Fallout 3 mods I converted over to New Vegas to be used in Tale of Two Wastelands. So, yeah. As you can see, I put a lot of work into my game. And with that said, I think I'm going to take a break because that was exhausting. And I'll put this up on my YouTube. Honestly, I'll probably just upload it to my YouTube as soon as I click stop streaming. So if there's any other questions, let me know. And if you and if you are a big fan of this, I'm talking to the people who are watching this after the fact on my YouTube, not to you, Hetero, because if I were talking to you, Hetero, I'd probably address you specifically. But I guess it's relevant to you as well. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. For those of you out there watching this on YouTube after the fact, there's always a link up here, and actually on my Twitch as well, on all of my social media sites, whether you're at my Twitch, whether you're at my Ustream or my live stream watching the Toku Power Weekend. I put links to all of my locations on the internet, so you can see what I'm doing on DeviantArt, you can see what I'm doing on Twitch, you can see what I'm doing on YouTube, and of course, I have the link to my Patreon there. So yeah, if you want to support this madness that is modding and the Toku Power Weekend and all the other stuff that I bring you, consider joining my Patreon for 50 cents. Yeah, I'm not expecting a lot out of my Patreon, but be nice. I certainly could give you content more frequently if I didn't have to worry about my bills. Anyway. That's my rant, my ramble, and our new character, Carrie, starting out a new adventure here in the DC Wasteland. I'll see you all next time. I will probably be on tomorrow. I might be on Friday. My dad is visiting me from the East Coast this week, but I think he gets in Sunday. So, this week's going to be a little bit crazy. However, I have configured my tablet here. So that I can log into my computer remotely. And I have tested it. I tested it earlier this week. So for those of you who are fans of my Toku Power Weekend, Spandex Friday, Toku Saturday, and Power Sunday, they should still go. This should still take off this weekend. And yeah, I mean, things can always happen when you're out of town, but I've set up everything I possibly can for the Toku Power Weekend, and barring situations out of my control, yes, I will be broadcasting the Toku Power Weekend complete with my riffs and rants and all that fun stuff that, Toku Power Weekend's all about, even though I'll be out of town. Peace out.